If you unpacked every single line like Knox Hill does, I'd be here for a week. Why am I late to this party? Nobody told me that Token and Ren had dropped a song. I know more about Ren than I do about Token, but I'm here for anything that's Ren related. So let's stop waffling and get into this. Well, the song is called What Does Your Love Look Like? There's a picture of a lot of characters, some saints, some sinners by the looks of this. Looks like an album cover. Right, okay. The cartoon. Let's go.
I'm not right for you, but I'm just what I should be. You try to change me, I try to change you. We never change, do we? What does your love look like? What does your love look like?
But the first mistake in a relationship is if you try to change someone and you don't want to be changed. You know what I mean? Well, to be honest, no one should be changed in a relationship. If you either like them or you don't. You either like what they do or you don't. Don't try to mold someone into what your beliefs or ways are. Because it'll never work. They'll push back and cause arguments. Go with the flow.
What does your love look like? What does your love look like? As much as I do want to love you, I feel like we're speaking two different languages. Your house had the gate and mine had instigated, so that's the environment we feel safer in. You thought it was crazy how long that it took me to tell you I love you, like that was the weirdest. I only heard Dad say I love you with Mom in the room when he went back to singing his lyrics. So how could you blame me? Cause you always choose to. You always choose to. You want to know where I'll be at all the time, but that's not what I'm used to. Not what I'm used to. You knew where your dad was at work or he's home when he's taking.
So Token has a bit of a hard time saying things like in the flesh to the lady, if you like. It took him a long time to say to her that he loves her, etc. I'm loving the flow of this. It's quite, it feels like a real life situation. It's a very relatable song, you know, about a relationship and about the different clashes. And he even admits that maybe I'm no good for you. You know what I mean?
Took me to tell you I love you, like that was the weirdest. I only heard Dad say I love you with Mom in the room when he went back.
I only heard Dad say I love you when Mum was in the room. You know what I mean? Maybe he's talking also about the love from the parents down to the child.
To tell you I love you, like that was the weirdest. I only heard Dad say I love you with Mom in the room when he went back to singing his lyrics. So how could you blame me? Cause you always choose to. You always choose to. You wanna know where I'll be at all the time, but that's not what I'm used to. Not what I'm used to. You knew where your dad was at work or he's home when he's taking the load up. I didn't know where until 1:24 the day I got that phone call. And I let the phone drop. I'm trying to be my best.
What? I got a minute.
You always choose. You want to know where I'll be at all the time, but that's not what I'm used to.
Yeah, you want to know where I be at all the time, but that's not what I'm used to. So basically, maybe he's in a relationship where somebody's like, where are you? What are you doing? What are you up to? You know what I mean? And people have still got to be free, even when they're in a relationship. You just have to. You know what I mean? It drive you crazy if you're under someone else's like guidance or, you know, I wouldn't say control, but it's like, I can't take a piss without asking me where I'm going. You know what I mean? That sort of thing. That's an extremity, but you know what I'm saying.
What I'm used to. You knew where your dad was at work or he's home when he's taking the load up. I didn't know where until 1:24 the day I got that phone call. And I let the phone drop. I'm trying to be my best to be a gentleman. I'm trying to learn. I never had the chance. I still look to my manager, but he gon' teach me how to be a rapper before a good man. I grew up
I would try to talk to my manager about this, but he'll only teach me to be a good rapper before being a good man because the money talks. Get the artist out there. Get the artist. I know I'm pausing a lot. It's because it's a rap song and they're talking. If you unpacked every single line like Knox Hill does, I'd be here for a week. Do you know what I'm saying, though? I'd try to pick up the story of the song, the main thing, not pick up every single line. I get what he's saying is what I'm trying to say to you.
My manager, but he gon' teach me how to be a rapper before a good man. I grew up afraid to find a letter on mama's dresser telling us goodbye.
Oh, wow.
I'm used to it all, so you don't gotta hold back and cry. But I gotta tell you why. I'm not right for you, but I'm just what I should be. You try to change me, I try to change you. We never change, do we? What is your love?
It's not just that you try to change me, I just trying to change you as well. So there's a bit of a tit for tat here, and we never change. You know what I mean? If you don't believe in something, if you don't want to do something, you don't have to do it.
Look like, what does your love look like? What does your love look like? What does your love look like?
I'm not right for you, but I won't get up.
Here we go, Red.
Cause I hate the pain that is colour my veins, that is present in solitary. What did your love look like? Does it look black and white? Is it your kryptonite? Do all your demons night and the voices get softened when we're intertwined.
Is he your kryptonite? Do the memories get locked up inside and the demons get locked up inside at night? You know what I mean? When you're in bed overthinking things. God, we totally relate to Ren with this, you know what I mean?
Kryptonite, do all your demons get louder at night and the voices get softened when we're intertwined. I've been going to therapy lately, cause the cause and effect made me hate thee.
Yeah.
The way that I feel when the loving gets real, cause I just wanna run and escape thee. Pressure the pain.
That's it. I think Ren sometimes has that thing in him where if someone gets too close, he wants to run away, like he said there. Do you know what I mean? Because the pressure builds. Not only is he dealing with a lot of stuff inside his head, he's dealing with this Lyme's disease as well and having to go for treatment in Canada and stuff like that. You know what I mean? It's a lot to put on his shoulders, as well as making music.
I've been going to therapy lately, cause the cause and effect made me hate thee.
Yeah.
The way that I feel when the loving gets real, cause I just wanna run and escape thee.
Yeah.
Pressure that paints me, pressure of safety, pressures of promises that turn to maybes, pressure of bravely moving in the same direction. The pressure been driving.
Everything is a pressure. Pressure of safety and all that. The stuff like people, like when you're with someone, you know, am I going to be able to keep this? Paranoia. You know what I mean? I think he's talking about paranoia within a relationship. Go on, Ren.
Feel when the loving gets real, cause I just wanna run and escape the pressure that paints me, pressure of safety, pressures of promises that turn to maybes,
Pressures of promises.
pressure of bravely moving in the same direction. The pressure been driving me crazy.
Yeah.
So my therapist said that these wounds that I kept were created when I was a kid.
Yeah.
And just like that, all my thoughts raced back to a Welsh town, 96. My
Ooh.
mother was crying, my father was
Going
screaming
back in
and shouting.
time. Going back in time to a Welsh town in 1996, obviously where Ren grew up. He's from a town that is about 35 minutes away from where I am. I can relate to his culture, you know what I mean?
So my therapist said that these wounds that I kept were created when I was a kid. And just like that, all my thoughts raced back to a Welsh town, 96. My mother was crying, my father was screaming and shouting, denying the sin of deceiving and cheating and lying. The weeds are uprooted, the garden is dying, but still she forgives. This cycle repeats every night.
The analogy is the garden dying. Obviously, everything's not rosy in the garden, is what they say to that analogy, I think. And obviously, Ren's upbringing with his parents, his dad's always shouting at his mum and, you know, and lying and cheating and stuff. You know what I mean? That's what he said. That's what he's seen as a child. Maybe that's why he's got some sort of trust issues with, like, being, like say, in the safety. You know what I mean? He doesn't trust it. He's waiting for that next thing to go wrong.
I tried to sleep, hearing the screams through concrete, mothering peace, a vision of love, a lesson that fused with the cells in my blood, a lesson that taught me that love ain't enough and that love can be porcelain when times get tough. Flash forward.
Love can be porcelain when times get tough. Porcelain's easy to break, isn't it? You know, it's brittle.
In my blood, a lesson that taught me that love ain't enough and that love can be porcelain when times get tough. Flash forward 5 years later, sitting in the passenger seat of my dad's car with my maker. My dad looked shaken, turned to face him. The words that he spoke cutthroat like razor. He said, Ren, sometimes love can be complicated, navigating a world that we co-created. And I've made mistakes, but I will love you daily. And just like that, it's just me, my mum and my sis. The stress left mum disabled for a bit. I grew.
Wow, okay. So a bit of a pep talk with his dad. And then maybe he left. And it's just me and my mum. And, you know, it's, yeah, I get it. I get why he may have a little bit of PTSD when he's talking to his therapist. Sorry, I'm pausing so much, but there's a lot to unpack.
My dad looked shaken, turned to face him. The words that he spoke cutthroat like razor. He said, Ren, sometimes love can be complicated, navigating a world that we co-created. And I've made mistakes, but I will love you daily. And just like that.
But that's his dad's parting speech. I will always love you, but I'm going. Love is complicated. You know what I mean? He's talking to Ren like he's leaving the family.
It's just me, my mum and my sis. The stress left mum disabled for a bit. I grew
Yeah,
up fast
wow.
then, cause I gotta be a new Ren. Strong for my sister, my mum at a loose end. Confused but moving through the confusion. My raw new love feels fake like what does your love look like? Does it tear your inside? Does it keep you up at night?
Sometimes.
Does it make you feel like a fist in your windpipe? Suffocate the feeling of what love's meant to feel like. Navigating the
Ooh, something they're confused about what love actually means. Like a punch to your windpipe. Do you know what I mean? Is it like is it good? Is it bad? I think that's what they're trying to say here, both of them.
Like what does your love look like? Does it tear your inside? Does it keep you up at night? My brother. Does it make you feel like a fist in your windpipe? Suffocate the feeling of what love's meant to feel like.
Suffocate the feeling what love's meant to feel like. You know what I mean? Because you've got your own trust issues.
Don't know quite right. One night stand, make the pain stop one night. One more heart to the blade of my cold night. What does your love look like?
Wow. Wow, what a deep song this is.
You realize how hard that I work and you told me you feel for me. If I lost all my motivation and mind, would you still love me?
Wow,
It's
conversation.
easy to love when I'm up, when I'm down, and you leaving. You can't even give me an answer cause you never seen it, and that's why it's hard to believe it. If you need help and I'm too far away, is it over for you? Maybe I'm just not the person for you, even though I still could be the soul for you.
Oh, maybe not the person, but I could be the soul for you. Would you still stay with me if I stopped all this tomorrow? You know what I mean? I'll stop believing. Wow.
Maybe I'm just not the person for you, even though I still could be the soul for you. Maybe we are meant to be together, but our history got in the way. Your trust issues, my fear issues, too many issues at play. You yell.
One's got trust issues, one's got fear issues. So no matter what happens, someone's paranoid about something. Wow.
Fast I get quiet, you wanna see more passion. I've seen what real yelling can lead to, so no, I don't have it. I grew up afraid to see holes in a wall in a room that was locked from inside. I promise
I grew up to what?
Wanna see more passion. I've seen what real yelling can lead to, so no, I don't have it. I grew up afraid to see holes in a wall in a room that was locked from inside.
I grew up too old to see what holes in a wall locked inside. Obviously, domestic violence there, isn't it? Punching walls, hitting walls, smashing holes in walls. Wow.
No, I don't have it. I grew up afraid to see holes in a wall
Afraid to see holes in the
locked from inside.
Yeah.
I promise I'm used to it all. You don't gotta ever hold back and cry, but I gotta tell you why. I'm not right for you, but I'm just what I should be. You try to change me, I try to change you. We never change, do we? What does your love look like? What does your love look like?
Wow.
What does your love look like? What does your love look like?
Wow, what a very, very engaging song that was. That was a very, very honest song from both artists here. Two very different backgrounds, but the same sort of PTSD growing up. One is seeing domestic violence. One is also seeing like his dad leaving and then leaving. Obviously, we were talking about Ren and what have you. And then we've got the other guy who's very, very, he's got a similar sort of scenario at home, like the domestic violence again and the hitting holes in walls and stuff like that. But that gives him fear issues with his partner. And he's always constantly asking for that reassurance from her. Would you do this? Would you do that if you did this? You know, and she's got issues as well with him. But she's always checking up on him, which again is not healthy. This feels like a rally about trying to deal with the pressures, not just of life, of your own like aura, of your own spirit, of your own personality. And they say your childhood molds you into who you are. So if you see a lot of bad things, you'll either go one of two ways. You'll either be an advocate for someone who will not go in that direction, or you'll turn into the same as what has been doing the bad stuff. And it sounds like these two, well, we know a lot about Ren anyway, have got nothing but love. Do you know what I mean? But there is issues there because of that. You know what I mean? Ren says to everyone, he loves everyone, he loves our community, he loves everyone in his circle. He strikes me as the type of person who'll just talk to someone in the street for an hour if they pulled him over. Do you know what I mean? He did the thing with the lifeboats and all that, you know what I mean, in the same place where Joe died, you know what I mean? And he does a lot of stuff in the communities and everything. It's brilliant. It's absolutely fantastic what he does. I don't know a lot about Token, I don't know what he does, but I feel like he stands for a lot of the same stuff what Ren does. You know what I mean? It's incredible. Anyway, what did you guys think of this reaction? Let me know in the comments. Don't forget to check out the original video, but I'm sure you already have. And I shall see you all in the next video.